Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching or listening to us from. Welcome to Stocker Team, the Investors Channel. Today, the 28th of January 2025, we are happy to have you back with us. Yesterday, the market went on a downhill. It was a bloodbath of sort. S&P 500, Nasdaq 100, Nasdaq index itself, even the Dow. Everything was on a downhill because of the DeepSeek AI inference model that was actually outperforming the likes of OpenAI. But today, the bulls are back. The market is actually on an upward swing. As a matter of fact, our portfolio on Stocker Team is up by almost 4%. 4%, one of the largest move in a single day, at least in the beginning of this year till date. The market is now back, but before we jump right into discussing what exactly is going on today, please, as a disclaimer, every information shared on this channel is for education purpose and information purpose only. So please do your due diligence, consult your financial advisor before taking any decision. On that note, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, subscribe, put on the notification bell so that you don't miss any update. Please, we want to hear back from you. You don't necessarily have to send us an email or try so hard to reach out to us. Just drop your comment in the feedback section below this video, whether it's a stock pick, whether it's anything that you want us to actually look into for you. We'll be there to actually do that. We'll take our time and bring it as one of the topics. As a matter of fact, some of the feedback that we've gotten is responsible for how we have actually been fine-tuning the content, the kind of focus, refining what we are doing on this channel. So we thank everyone who has been sharing their comments formally, informally, directly or indirectly to us. And on that note, we'll jump right into today. So the market seems to be coming back real hard. The bulls actually, yesterday were defeated. The likes of Nvidia, Broadcom, every major semiconductor ETF actually lost. Some of them lost close to about 8%, 7%. And a whole lot of other companies in the AI sector ecosystem, including the likes of Palantir, who should actually be benefiting from the DeepSeek AI model, actually lost close to about 3%, 4%. But the only winner yesterday seems to be Apple, and Apple won yesterday and is also winning today for so many reasons that we are going to discuss today. But before we do that, we'll just look at some of the top headlines. JetBlue Airlines actually lost close to about 20% of his stock value today. The outlook was very disappointing. Elon Musk is actually looking to push a deal with Visa for X to actually go into financial services. We don't actually have an idea whether it's going to list this company as a public company. We can also see that Nvidia is back, as at the time of gathering this report during this video, Nvidia has actually gained about 6 to 8% of its value. Nvidia lost well over almost 18% yesterday. OpenAI, they are actually looking at how they can launch ChatGPT for government agencies. Let's see how that goes, especially with what DeepSeek AI from China is doing. GM stock fell about 10%, even when the company is beating analyst expectation. So on that note, Nvidia came with their own feedback, and I'm going to go to our demo board now, so that we can actually see what exactly is the reaction from Nvidia, what the stock is likely to actually see in the coming days. Nvidia released a statement yesterday, and they actually acknowledged DeepSeek AI the model, the inference approach that actually cost less to deliver all of the prompts and is cost effective in terms of the number of GPUs. GPUs are the machines that these AI models actually use to process all of the prompt or the questions that people ask. And NVIDIA actually said something that was very, very important. NVIDIA said, even when what DeepSeek AI is doing is very, very remarkable and is going to bring about more models being produced in a more efficient and cost-effective way. However, there's a caveat. This DeepSeek AI and anyone who wants to use the inference model different from what OpenAI is doing will still need a lot of GPUs. So what NVIDIA is trying to tell the market is that this is not necessarily a negative news or a negative development or innovation for NVIDIA. As a matter of fact, inference model for large language models will still need a lot of GPUs. As a matter of fact, so many news is now circling the financial service industries, financial service market, that DeepSeek AI might not necessarily be upfront or telling the whole truth about the number of GPUs that they use. Someone actually said they have close to about 50,000 high-end NVIDIA GPUs that they could not actually disclose because, quote and unquote, they must have gotten it illegally, or because those GPUs, those advanced GPUs, were not actually allowed to be shipped to China. So if you see what happened between yesterday and today, you can see that dip, and NVIDIA seems to be recovering back the value it has lost. Year to date, you can see NVIDIA is now down by 5%, but we don't necessarily see NVIDIA not losing anymore, because the market seems to be pricing in all of this information, trying to see what exactly this means for NVIDIA. Will NVIDIA be selling more chips, or will NVIDIA actually develop some other chips that will not necessarily be too cheap, but it will actually be for the inference model, so that a whole lot of the developer community can actually do something, that can even outsmart and outperform what DeepSeek AI is having. So on that note, NVIDIA is still a buy. NVIDIA is still going to outperform this year. I'll be going to Apple, and I can actually tell you confidently that Apple seems to have won all the naysayers. If you look back what happened between last week and the week before, there was so much negative news about Apple, to the point that it was so bad that everybody thought Apple was going to actually lose, at least perhaps maybe the stock will go to the hundreds per share. But what happened between yesterday and today? Apple has now done a whopping 8.6%. And this stock is on its way to actually clear all the losses, all the year-to-date losses, in the next couple of days. If the development that we are seeing in the AI industry, the AI ecosystem in China, in the US, globally, is going to mean that LLM, or the likes of ChatGPT, the likes of DeepSeek AI, all of those models are going to become a commodity. Apple is going to be the net beneficiary, because Apple will actually open up its platform for all the developers to actually design some of the best applications, some of the best products and services that will only benefit the Apple App Store, the Apple ecosystem, and more importantly, the Apple Intelligence platform that Apple launched last year. What that actually now means is that perhaps Apple will even open it to an average customer, and an average iPhone user can choose the kind of models they want to use, whether they are going to pay for that or not. But Apple would definitely make money from all of these services, and it is only going to get better for Apple. The next stock, which I'm not going to shy away from discussing, which is very dear to us at Soccer Team, is Palantir. Now, yesterday, I actually said that Palantir shouldn't have actually dropped in value yesterday, but the stock went down in value yesterday because the entire AI ecosystem was trying to actually process what exactly was going on, what is going to be the impact. But Palantir seems to be a company that actually has seen the future of what is happening today. Palantir actually said that the best way to use AI, especially at the enterprise level, is to have the application layer, to have what Palantir has designed and has actually patented, which is the Palantir ontology. That allows you to move away from just using these large language models for just chatting and question and answer. You can layer that large language model with the logic of your enterprise, the entire data, the intelligence of your business, the history, everything, and layer it, and you can now use that to predict, forecast, make decisions, and actually build amazing things. So that's why you can see this stock has actually cleared every loss or losses that it actually made yesterday. If you look at year to date, Palantir is now up by 5.5%. Between yesterday and today, you can see that the stock has actually recovered, and that's what we believe. If you compare Palantir with a company that people actually believe is a competitor to Palantir, but not necessarily a competitor, you can actually see that even Snowflakes that has underperformed Palantir is actually doing better. So to come back to the topic of today, the bulls are back, no doubt about that. The bulls are only going to actually now price in what exactly is going to happen in terms of innovation in the large language model. How do we make these AI models to be more cost efficient? How do we actually make sure that these things are produced in a way that a whole lot of enterprises and businesses and organizations can move and deploy AI at the business level? A lot of companies have not even started researching into how AI can help their business, from aviation to logistics to hospitality to everything, to entertainment. Many companies, especially in the small and medium scale business side of things, many of them haven't even started thinking of what AI means for them. So just imagine if the likes of Palantir start producing software that can actually help the small businesses that employ between 50 to 100, 200 to 500, employees. That's going to be the bull case. And that's why I agree with the likes of Dan Ait, who said Palantir has what it takes to become the next Oracle or the next Salesforce. If you look at this stock in the last 5 years or so, this stock has done over 760%. We believe Palantir will outperform this year. Apple will outperform. Nvidia has what it takes to outperform, because in the AI semiconductor chips business side of things, including the software that power those chips, Nvidia has what it takes, and they are the only leader in that market. It might be rough for them for the next 3 months, but Nvidia will actually recover. On that note, we'll bring it to a close, and we want to actually thank everyone that has been with us. So far, so good. And we thank you for every support. We thank you for sharing our video, giving us all those feedback directly, indirectly. Please continue to subscribe to our channel. Share this video with anyone who wants to actually get financial education, financial independence, financial knowledge to improve themselves. Because when your finances are in order, you have a better chance of improving your health. You have a better chance of improving your well-being. And on that note, we'll see you tomorrow. Before we see you tomorrow, keep investing, keep growing. Take care. Bye-bye.